Eyes are drawn in, tailbone is long, shoulders slope open. Let's step out with our right foot and point those left toes. We're going to start with our curtsies today. So as you do so, try not to hinge at your hips, but simply take that left leg behind you, bend into the right knee, all your weight on that right leg, quad and glute active, and then up. And then, as always, this doesn't have to be a big range of motion, just whatever works for you. But of course, the deeper you go, the more you will feel that in your glutes and your quads. And even though bad balance was a little whacked for a couple of moments there, you are, of course, working your balance. Good, a few more here. Two more, and then we're going to hold it down in that position. So here we are, back leg up, bend that standing leg, and we're doing little teeny pulses, push down and up and down and up. Try not to make it bouncy, but an actual lift and lower. And come on up. All right, weight on that left leg. Right toes point, shoulders up, back and down. You're going to bring that leg behind you, bend into that left leg and up. So curtsying on the opposite side. Whatever you'd like with your hands. If someone just typed in that my head is missing, I'm okay with that. Good, a few more here. And last one, we sit into it, lift that back leg. And again, we're gonna sit and come up. Just tiny range of motion, feeling that quad, feeling that glute. And relax. Shake that out. We're gonna walk to the back of the mat, shoulders up, back and down. We're gonna go into a wide stance. Maybe your feet are even wider than your mat. Stick your booty out and roll your shoulders out of your ears. Let's open up that chest. And then we're gonna round into a cat stretch, tucking the tailbone under, pulling the belly button in, rounding through that upper back, and letting that head drop down. And then on the inhale, we're gonna stick the tailbone up, shoulders out of your ears, chest lifts as if you're doing a cow stretch, but since we only have a couple weeks before Easter, it's your bunny stretch. So you can make this little bunny sound, or I don't know, you can be Elmer Fudd and say, kill the rabbit, but you don't have to say that one. Exhale, cat stretch. And then inhale into that bunny. All right, from there, really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bring one hand to your rib cage, and it's probably pulling down. So I want you to pull the ribs up, but I don't want you to round your back. And then hand to your low abdominals and pull those in, again, without tucking the tailbone under, stay extended. Thumbs out to the side, up in the air, bend the elbows the tiniest bit. So thumbs are up, yet the elbows are bent. And getting little squeezes between your shoulder blades. Try to drop your torso perfectly parallel to the ground. Sit back in your glutes, so maybe lift your toes and feel that hamstring glute work and a little bit of awareness in your shoulder blades. Last time, hands on your thighs, lift your chest, keep your knees bent, bring your hands up, lift your chest. When you get into this kind of lightning bolt position, then straighten your legs. Deep breath in. Exhale, hinge, find that flat back, pull the ribs and the abs in, shoulders out of your ears, thumbs up, give me 4 squeezes, back of the neck is long, torso is parallel, and then hands on the thigh, lift the chest, and stand up. Big deep breath in, we're gonna start breaking this down. Hinge, find that flat back position, abs in, ribs in, 2 squeezes, and then wherever you want your hands, but weight in your booty, toes lifted, stand up and then straighten your legs. And then we hinge, we're just gonna open, close, and lift. Hinge, open, close, and lift. Make sure when you lift that you are leading with your chest first and then press into the legs. once you're about 3/4 of the way up. Good, keep that going. Good. Last time, up and over, and let's bring our hands all the way down to the mat. Walk it forward, keep your legs wide. Shift your weight forward in a high plank position. Shoulders out of your ears. I want you to think about that cat-cow, but only in your shoulders. So round your shoulders, squeeze them together. Round them and squeeze them. Notice if you're sagging, pull those abs in. So even though my hips are going up and down, that movement is initiating from the shoulders. So again, just some shoulder work. And then knees down. We're just going to press back, resting position. And then we're going to travel forward and drop onto our elbows and just get a nice opening of the upper back. If you want to, bring your hands out a little ahead of you, shoulders out of your ears, so it's not as intense on that low back. And then elbows back underneath you, shoulders out of your ears, so you're in that pre-plank position. Pull your collarbone back and your chest and your ribs and your abs, pre-plank. When you're ready, take your toes, tuck them under, straighten your legs. Then bring your right hand where your right elbow used to be and your left hand where your left elbow used to be, high plank. Bend your elbows backwards, not to the sides. Press up again, and then right hand down, right forearm down, left forearm down. Relax, open that chest, deep breath in. Exhale, pre-plank, tuck your toes. Left hand where your left elbow used to be, right hand where your right elbow used to be. One push up, then left forearm down and right forearm down, and rest for a moment, okay? So I want you to go through that 2 more times. So you're gonna go right first, right hand replaces the right forearm, then left forearm, or left hand where your left forearm was, 1 push up, and then back down, right arm, left arm, take a little extension. And then 1 more time, left hand goes where your left forearm used to be, right hand goes where your right forearm used to be. You're up in that high plank, you do 1 push up, and then you come down, left forearm, right forearm, and relax. Take a little breather. We're gonna come all the way down, legs wide, windshield wiper, and relax that low back. And then straighten your left leg. We're just gonna do a nice passive extension. Bend your right knee out to the side in a froggy position, right arm to the side, and just relax here for a second. And then right leg down, left leg out in a right angle, and shift and look to your left. Left arm is also in that right angle. And then from there, come on up onto your hands and knees. And I want you to think about what we did earlier. We're going to do that cat. We did this standing, and then that bunny. So into that extension, and then ribs in, abs in. And then from there, straighten out your right leg, lift that leg up, just to hip height. If you go too high, you'll end up arching your spine. Then reach your left fingers forward, and you can stay there, or you can lift that left arm by your left ear. Feel those ribs, feel those abs, feel that length in your spine. Make sure you're not tipped back or too far forward, just nice and even. And then left hand down, right knee down. Round into your cat, inhale in your cow, and then left leg is going to extend, shoulders out of your ears, lift that left leg tabletop, and then reach that right arm forward. And then everything comes down, round into that cat, and inhale into that cow. All right, we're coming over onto the spine. I want you to think about what we just did. As you come down, imagine that the ceiling is now the floor. So we were in this position, right? So I want you to cat, which means you're going to tuck your tailbone under, back of the neck is long, and then cow, tipping out the opposite direction. But then pull your ribs in, pull your abs in, and find a beautiful neutral spine. So a minute ago, when we were on our hands and knees, when we did this, that was essentially our single leg stretch. So that's where we're headed. Deep breath in, exhale, head down or lift it up. Extend your right arm over your head and point your left toes. And feel the exact same thing that you just did a moment ago, only now gravity is helping pull those abs in, except that leg's wanting to lift them up. And come back to center, and then extend that right leg and lift the left arm up over your head. Inhale, center. Exhale, left leg, right arm. Inhale, center, right leg, left arm. And just keep this going, inhaling at the middle and exhaling as you stretch. Inhaling to center and exhale to reach. Good, 2 more. And hug those knees in, take a little rock side to side, and then extend those legs right back up into tabletop. Float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Extend both legs and arms go up overhead for double leg stretch. But think about what you just did a minute ago with the single leg and try and find that in your body. Neutral spine, a little lift in the low back, but it's not popping up. And then exhale, bend the knees, tap the shins. Inhale to reach and exhale to tap. As always, your head can be down the whole time or it can be up the whole time. You just don't want to lift and lower the head, right? So one or the other, please. We're just doing a few of these because we are going to also do slow double leg stretch today. So let's put the feet down, take a little break, maybe tuck and tip your hips a couple times, rock your knees side to side. And now let's do our slow double leg stretch. So legs right back up in that tabletop position. Inhale, pivot the knees open. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, reach those arms up over your head, abs in. And then on the inhale, you reach for your toes. You can stay down here. You can come up into our teaser position. And then you exhale down. Knees over your hips. Inhale to pivot open. Exhale to float off the ground. Inhale, point those toes. Exhale, flex the heels, arms reach overhead. Inhale, point, lift, reach. And exhale down. Inhale, knees open. Exhale, float off the ground. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex the heels, arms overhead. Inhale, point, lift, reach, and exhale down. Inhale, knees open. Exhale to lift. Inhale to point, and exhale to flex. Inhale, point, lift, reach, and exhale down. Make sure you're paying attention because you're going to do a few on your own in a moment. Inhale, knees open. Step 1. Exhale, 2, lift up. 3, point the toes. 4, arms overhead, knees flex or heels flex. 5, you lift, and 6, you come down. One more time with me. Inhale, knees open. Exhale, float off the ground. Inhale, point your toes. Exhale, flex your heels, arms reach. Inhale, point, lift, reach, and exhale down. Let me see 2 more on your own, please. So it's 6 steps if you can get all 6. And if you just alternate your breathing, starting with that inhale as the knees open, you should be good. 1 more round, please. Beautiful. And when you finish that second round, go ahead and hug those knees into your chest. And then we're going to extend them both straight up in the air. Float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Find that neutral spine. Grab your right leg. Pull it in for scissors. Here we go. Remember, scissors isn't an L shape, right? Scissors is a scissors. And switch. See if when you put your, see if you can keep your tailbone long on the ground, not curled up. It'll also give you a little more flexibility in your hamstring because you won't be compensating by just tucking your tailbone under. Good. Both legs straight up in the air. Pull those ribs down and in. Float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. So I want you to think about that single leg stretch we did a few moments ago, but we're going to do single arm, single leg. We're going to stay lifted. Reach through the toe, reach through the finger, inhale, center. Exhale, stretch, reach, opposite arm, opposite leg, inhale, center, and reach, and center, and reach, and center. Again, if your neck is bothering you, you can absolutely do this down. Just keep those ribs and abs nice and flat. Two more. Knees bend, tabletop, toe touch. If you want to, most challenging version is heels together, knees apart. Remember, abs stay in. Slowly travel those heels or toes towards the ground. Inhale, don't swing the legs up, just gently bring them up. So they lower and then they carefully lift. So inhale as the knees move away and exhale to bring them back up again, please. And of course, this could be a single leg toe touch, right? It could be a single leg heel flex, or it can be double legs toe touch, or heel flex, or as I mentioned, all the way wide. And then let's bring them up. Feet on the ground, knees are quite wide, feet are wider than your mat, arms into a T, but the right leg drop in and the left leg drop out. Feel that stretch on the front of your hip flexor, down into your quadriceps, a little bit into your low back. And then bring it on back up through center, opposite leg drops in. And then back up through center. We're going to bring our feet together, heels together. We're going to do a slow bridge by tucking the tailbone under, pressing the low mat in, back into the ground. And then we're going to roll that back down and go past so our hips tip the opposite way. So we're going to exhale to tuck under, roll up, and then inhale to tip down. We're just going to do that a couple times. Good. And then find neutral, ribs in, abs in, hands by your sides. Exhale, lift up in your bridge. Squeeze those glutes a little higher. Lift your hands off the ground and stretch your shoulders out of your ears if that's okay. Ribs in, booty lifted, left knee in, point it and flex to lift. Keep that right glute nice and solid. Keep going. Good. Bring that down. Sorry. I thought I smelled gas. All right, and then opposite leg goes up. Make sure you're in that beautiful bridge pose. Right leg is up this time. We reach and flex lift. Point lower, left glute is engaged, left hamstring. Good. Knee in, bring it down, hips come down, deep breath in, Exhale, lift those legs as is, tabletop position, and then extend those legs straight up. Head, neck, and shoulders stay down this time. I want you to think about that straight-legged single leg we did a moment ago, but your hands are staying down. One leg is gonna reach, but I want you to test this out. If you go too low, your belly button pops up. So find that challenging lift, but see if the other leg moved, try and keep it above you, and then lift up. Opposite leg reaches, don't let the straight leg, the leg over your hip, move. Reach through those toes and lift up. So a few of those. Inhale to reach, keep the opposite leg where it's supposed to be. I was cheating. One more like this. Good. Stay with that if you prefer. Otherwise, legs together, double leg lower. Few more here. And then hug those knees in, take a little break, rock those hips side to side, arms into a T. Let's do a twist to one side, please. And then one leg up, followed by the other, twist the other way. And then again, top leg up, bottom leg follows. We're gonna curl up in a little ball. Actually, we're gonna do our seal today. So heels together, hands around and grab your ankles. Knees are apart. You're gonna exhale and start rolling. So rolling like a ball, only it's your seal. If you're able to roll all the way to the top, you pause, you flap your flippers together 3 times before you exhale to roll back. So inhale at the top, and exhale to roll. Inhale at the top, and keep that going for me. I need to turn on the vent. Couple more. All right. And then if you haven't rolled all the way to the top, come to the top and find that balanced position for a moment. Shoulders down to your ears. Reach down, grab your right big toe with your right fingers and your left big toe with your left fingers. Find that beautiful balanced position. Lift your right leg up, left leg up, so tabletop. Now, we're going to go into a straight-legged position. Not everyone will still be able to hold their toes. So if you need to, move your hands down to your ankles or your calves or your hamstrings, shoulders out of your ears, back of the neck is long, open leg balance. When you're ready, move your hands down, and we're going to turn this into open leg rocker by pulling the belly button in and rocking. Inhaling, pausing at the top. Exhale to roll, inhale to pause at the top. Doing your best to keep arms and legs straight. And you create this motion by pulling your belly button in so that low back is round. Good. Last time, stay up and then see if you can climb your way back up to that balanced position. Listen carefully. Keep your hands wherever they are. Bring your heels to the ground so knees are quite bent. Slide those legs forward and come with them for your spine stretch, but not rounded, lifted, and extended. Good. Hands come to center and lift yourself up, sitting nice and tall. All right. Let's bring our heels and feet together, sitting up, and we're going to go into our roll downs, shoulders up out of your ears. Exhale to hinge back, pull the belly button in, inhale, open the arms, lower them to come up, and inhale to lift. So make this range of motion whatever you want, bigger or smaller. If you want, instead of a T with your arms, a V will be a little more challenging. Make sure you lower the hands before you try to move. Or if you wanted an I over your head, would be even more challenging. Keep the toes and the feet on the ground. On this last one, let's stay back. Put your hands down to lift yourself up about 1/4 of an inch so you feel out of that roundedness. Arms into your T, and you're just rotating. Keep your arms wide, please. Good. Ooh, grab hold, roll on up. Let's roll over onto our side, facing the camera, please. Legs are long. Arm is right underneath your ear. You want to lift your waistline and look down so you can't really see your toes. So sideline leg series. Top leg is going to lift, pointed. Exhale, flex. Imagine you're squeezing it through jello as you come back down. So as you lift up, you could even press down with your hand and then resist on the way down. I like to point on the way up and flex on the way down, but you could keep your foot flexed the whole time, feel that a little more back in your glutes, or you could keep it pointed and feel that a little bit more in your quads. If you turn the toe down, you're gonna feel that outer hip more. Good, and now we're gonna add the challenge of lifting the top leg and following with the bottom leg, hold for a moment, and then come down. So it's inhale, up, up, pause, exhale, down. Up, up, pause, exhale, down. Up, up, pause, exhale, down. 2 more. Up, up, pause, exhale, down. Last time, up, up, pause, exhale, down. Now we change the breathing, we glue the legs together, exhale both legs up, pause, and inhale down. Up, pause, inhale down. Lift, pause, exhale down. Lift, pause, exhale down. Take your bottom arm a little in front of you, lift the elbow off the ground to bring your torso with it. Now, more challenging would be to leave that arm more over your head. And lift, elbow up. And lift. And lift. 2 more, lift. And this time we're going to stay up. Try and get your elbow off the ground. Try and walk your arm back over your head. Look to see that you're in a long straight line, and then bring that arm over your head as if you're flying sideways Superman. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, roll over onto your abs. Arms are out front. Bring your thumbs to point to the ceiling. Toes are pointed. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift the legs. Inhale, lift the arms. So now you are flying Superman. Again. It's a bird. I'm going to assume you're saying it's a plane. It's Superman. And relax. Let's windshield wiper those legs, please. Good. All right. From there, let's go back over onto our opposite side. So switch into the mat, and you should be on your opposite leg, top leg. You want to find that long straight line in your body. Hand is down, right underneath you, your arm is. Waistline is lifted. When you look down, you can't see your legs. And then we point, inhale, lift, and exhale, flex down. Or keep the leg pointed the whole time for that extra quad work. Or keep it flexed for a little bit more action in the glutes. Turn it down to really get that outer hip area. or vary it. Just, if you feel wobbly, that's awesome. You know, you're lined up in a very thin little line here. If you feel it too much in your glutes, hinge your legs forward if you have bony hips. And now lift the top leg and bring the bottom leg to meet it. And then they come down. So it's inhale, up, up, pause, and exhale down. Up, up, pause, exhale down. Up, up, pause, exhale down. Just a couple more here. Up, up, pause, exhale down. Up, up, pause, exhale down. Let's reverse the breathing. Exhale with both legs at the same time. They're glued together, pausing and inhale down. Exhale, lift, pause, inhale down. Exhale, lift, pause, inhale down. Waistline stays lifted. It doesn't drop when your legs come down. And then just simply adding on, hand comes a little in front, so you lift the elbow off the ground and down. And lift and down. And lift and down. Two more like that. Good. And then if you can, hand over your ear, fly sideways Superman, arm over your head, and then relax. And we're back over on our abs again, up into that pre-plank position. So elbows underneath your shoulders, collarbone back, chest back, ribs back, belly button back. So you're on the fronts of your toes and your knees and your forearms, and that might be enough. You can roll into toes up in the air, right? Or you can tuck those toes and come up into your regular plank. Stay there for me, please. Then take your back arm, turn it towards me, and open up into a side plank. Option, lift the hip, come back to center, dip the hip, lift it, rotate to the back, center, top leg up and down. Rotate back into your forward plank, please. Turn your front arm away, rotate to the back of the room. Option to lift your hip, to dip your hip, to rotate, or to lift that top leg and down, or all three. Back to your forward plank. Get everything beautifully lined up. Then rotate to the front again. Hips lift, they dip, rotate, top leg, and then back to your forward plank. Rotate away, hip lift, hip dip, rotate, leg up, and forward plank and down. Press back, resting position. And then let's roll it up through a cat into your bunny. Yeah, what's up? Maybe I didn't say that last time. I forgot that, didn't I? All right. Coming forward, you're going to try to sit as tall as you can in your spine. So pull your glutes out from under you. Feet are apart, and let's start with bent knees, okay? Shoulders up, back, and down. And then you start testing it out. How much could you straighten your legs without your waistline going away, right? Still want you seated tall and extended in your spine. Arms out to the side, take your right hand, rotate it towards your left toes, reach backwards with your left hand, go into your saw, rotate open. You can use your leg and press against it. Inhale tall. Other direction, left arm to your right leg. You can bring it down and press yourself open. And inhale tall. And we rotate again. And open. And rotate. And lift. And twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. One more each way. Very nice. All right, let's bring our feet together. Big toes are touching. Pull those glutes out from under you so you're really seated on those sit bones. We're going to do the seated twist. The idea is to rotate at your waist, which means your toes won't move apart. If they're walking like that, it means you're shifting in the hips. So keep that in mind. Wave your left hand, you're going to the left. Here we go. Exhale once, twice, 3 times. Go a little farther each time. Look at your toes. Are they still together? To the right. And center. To the left. And center. Keep going. I want you to keep in mind that you are rotating, but in a tall spine. You definitely don't want to be rounded under, because that's going to lead to compressing those vertebrae and then rotating. That's a lot of torque on those little discs. One more time, this way, and now bend the left elbow, push back, push back, push back, bend the right elbow, and press, press, and press to the left, and to the right, and relax. Forward fold, and then we get to drop the head. Let the back of the neck get a nice stretch, because the weight of the head is doing that. If you want, bring your hands to your toes or wherever you can reach on your feet, and maybe just play with pulling the toes backwards. If you need to bend your knees, that's fine. Maybe stretch each toe, rotate those legs or those ankles, and really just drop into this beautiful stretch. The whole back side of the body getting a nice stretch. All right, and then slide it back. Press your hands on your thighs and stack those vertebrae up one at a time, sitting nice and tall. All right, let's take our left leg off to the side and our right leg in front. So sort of mermaid. Pull those right glutes out from under you. So we're going to start with the pretzel, and then we will do the mermaid. So right arm in front, left arm off to the side. This left leg, as I said, as far back as works for you. If you have hip issues, you may want to be up on a little lift with that right glute. Otherwise, lift that left leg. Flex the heel or flex the foot and lift 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then push it back 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put those together. Lift up, press back, lift up, press back, lift up, press back. One more. Lift and press. And now give me little circles. And the other way. Relax. Hopefully you felt that in that outer hip. All right, keep your right leg where it is. Bring your left leg in front of you, but don't cross it over. And I want you to push your left hip down, okay? Keep that left hip seated, and then just bring your right hand to pull that knee across, but I'm keeping my left hand on the hip to keep it down so that I get the stretch where I want it. All right, and then that left knee bends and the right leg comes off to the side. We're trying to kind of get the knee behind us. Maybe lift those left glutes out from under you. Left arm in front, right arm to the side. Shoulders out of your ears. When you're ready, flex through that right heel. Lift it off the ground, and we lift higher for 4, 3, 2, and 1, and push back. Good. We lift up and we push back. We lift up and we push back. Lift and push. One more. Lift and push, and give me circles. And reverse. Beautiful. Leave that left leg where it is. Bring your right leg in front, and now hook that right hip and push it down. That'll bring the knee off to the side, so just use your left hand to pull that knee gently across your body. And now we're going to stay like this, but we're going to put that right foot back, or excuse me, that right leg back to the side. We're going to do 2 versions of mermaid. First, the working version. So arms out into a T. I want you to lean over to your left, but don't touch the ground, and don't let the right leg come up, and then come back to center. Do one more like that, and then center. Now, bring your arms into a V. This is not about the arms swaying in the wind. The entire torso goes to the left, and then back up, and to the left, and back up. And then see if you can create a candlestick, right? So squeeze those arms around your biceps around your ears, And go to the side with your head cradled, your head cradled. Good. And now we get to stretch. So left arm down, right arm comes up and over. Reach up and over, just let everything collapse for a moment and then extend it. And then reach that right arm down and maybe walk it towards the back of the room. And then walk it back, lift it up and open it towards the back. Come up, put your right hand down, left arm up here. So we're not going to go over. I want you to get taller, taller. Reach to your left fingertips, keep your left hip down. And then rather than drop, I want you to stay lifted, but give me a couple inches to the right. Beautiful. All right, other way. So right leg in front, left leg behind. Pull that glute out from under you. Arms into a T. We're going to go to the right and up, to the right and up. So your two sides might be different. This side is more challenging for me. Into a V, over and up, and over and up. And then to that candlestick, if you went like this last time with this pinky in front, move it so that you have a weird hand print, right? Opposite thumb, opposite pinky ahead. And then go to your right and up, and to your right and up. 2 more times. Good, last time. Beautiful. And then that elbow comes down, that right elbow, left arm up. Rotate, bring it down, walk it out, maybe walk it to the back if you like. And then back through center, lift it up, open it to the back, and then center it up and come up. Beautiful. All right, spin on over, back onto your spine, please. And let's stretch out the left leg and bring the right knee into the chest. Hands behind that right knee. Let the tailbone roll up and then press the tailbone down as your leg moves away. Flex through that left heel meanwhile and pull that right knee again. Feel everything tuck under and then press it away. One more time, pull that knee in. And now press it away, so my tailbone is flat, but now I want you to try and pull the knee in without rolling the tailbone up. And then drop it over, little to the right, back through center, and over to the left with the tailbone still down. Right arm out to the side. I'm just letting my right leg rest, right foot rest on my left leg. And then that foot is going to go on the outside of the left leg. And then we'll just let it drop open. So passive figure 4 stretch. And then bend that left knee and let's thread the needle. Left leg up in the air. And we're going to point and flex. And as we do so, point, lower the hips down. Exhale, flex, curl the hips up. Point, lower, flex, lift, point, lower. And now keep the tailbone down, but pull that left leg closer. Use your right elbow to press the right knee open. Deep stretch here. And then bend both knees, grab that left shin, and let's drop to the left. Nice spinal twist here. Straighten your left leg and straighten your right leg. And just hopefully that right side feels a little flatter. We're going to lead it down. We're going to flex through the right heel and bring the left knee in. And then we're going to tuck and curl that tailbone under and then press it away. We're going to curl it under and press it away. Curl that tailbone up. Keep the knee in, press it away. And now keep the tailbone long, but pull that knee in. Different stretch here. And then let it drop to the left, center, and over to the right a little bit. Tailbone still stays down. And then just put the foot on the opposite thigh for a moment. And then let it drop to the mat. And then rotate open. So figure 4, And then we'll thread that needle by lifting that right leg up. Grab your hamstring. Exhale, flex, pull the foot in. Inhale, point it away. Tailbone rolls up when we pull in. Tailbone rolls down as it moves away. 2 more times. Good. And now point, move that leg away. Keep the tailbone long, but flex and bring it closer. Press out on that left elbow against that left thigh. Deeper stretch. And then we'll bend the knee. We'll crisscross over, arms into a T, knees drop right. Straighten the right leg, follow it with the left, and arms up overhead. One beautiful roll up if you want. If you don't do roll ups, then just roll over onto one side. Otherwise, take it a vertebra at a time. When you get to the top, go ahead and spin it over onto your hands and knees, please. And we're going to cat and bunny. You can unmute yourselves if you'd like. So we're going to exhale in our cat. Bunny. What's up, cat? We're going to exhale cat. Exhale bunny. What's up, Doc? Oh, what the heck. Let's go ahead from there, tuck your toes under, press back, down dog. You can pedal out those feet a couple times. And then legs wide. Walk it back, bend your knees a whole bunch, hands on your thighs. Exhale, cat. Inhale, bunny. What's up, Doc? Hands to your heart. Lift it up. Happy Saturday, guys. Good girl. That's a good girl. I think she wore herself out last night. Okay. Let's see. Let's do